Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where there's a crusade on the Muhalabid Sultanate. Have fun with that, guys. We're not really going to be participating in that, I'm afraid. We're far more interested at this point in letting our vassals push on this side over here, and we deal with the Byzantines. That said, we are currently truced to the Byzantines until 1206, to November. So 9 more years, so we don't have a lot of time, or rather we have a lot of time in which we can't really do too much militarily. So that's definitely something that we're going to... Oh, we failed the penance. Okay. That's definitely something that we're going to have to just essentially deal with. What is this marriage? You want to marry our half-sister, the Prince of Africa and heir to the Kingdom of Africa. Alternately, we could marry the heir to the Kingdom of Yemen to our half-sister. I would rather give the weak claim to the heir to the Kingdom of Africa, if she has one. She has a weak claim on the Empire of Abyssinia. Yeah. So I think that we give that to Africa instead. Excellent. Also, I would like to just address a comment that I had on one of the previous videos, which was about the audio or the music getting quieter when I was talking. From what I can tell, Windows isn't doing that. That appears to be a Crusader Kings thing. And let me just wait until the music gets a little bit louder here. Yeah, like this. So when I open this menu, the music will get quieter again. So check this out. That's just a Crusader Kings thing. There isn't even an option in here to not do that, I think, unless it's context sensitive music. No, that's just changing the music type for what type of location we are. And in fact, I think I'm going to turn that off right now, just so that we have a little bit wider variety. So we can't, as far as I know, turn off it dimming down the music, if you want to use that term. It's not really dimming it down, but quieting it when we open that menu. It's always worked that way, and as far as I can tell, it always will. It doesn't in this menu, but it absolutely does in this one. And yeah, that's... as far as I know, there's just no way to do anything about that, so... we'll just not do anything about that. For now, we do have a fair amount of buildings to construct and money to spend, so we should go ahead and do that. We've also got our retinues. Where are our retinues located currently? Over here? Okay, that's fine. So what is our next plan to deal with the Byzantines? Well, we're probably going to take over Ghana, realistically. Who is this? This is our courtier? Okay, this is... for some reason I was thinking this was a Stellaris song, and I was like, wait a second. But no, it's absolutely not. Okay, so I think we're going to take Ghana next, and then Maghreb after that. And that will kick them entirely out of Africa. So 2 more wars to kick the Byzantines entirely out of Africa. Of course, that'll take a fair amount of time to get there, right? Because of truces. We currently have access to about 100,000 troops. And the Byzantines currently have access to 50,000, but that will change once their revolt is over. So that's definitely something that we're going to have to consider. Is I think that the Byzantines are still technically stronger than us, but they can't really bring that force to bear on us very well. So that's our main advantage there, is that the Byzantine war machine is very unwieldy. For now, though, I do think that we should continue upgrading our buildings over here, making our personal strength that much stronger. That's an interesting way to put it. But making our personal army that much stronger. That's always a good thing to do in Crusader Kings. We can also consider, at some point, going to max centralization. What about full status of women? What do we need for that? Religion has the feature agnatic clans. Is that something in Miaphysite? No? Okay. I'm just thinking this might not be... Oh, we need tolerance greater or equal to 6. Our tolerance is 5. Okay, so that's what we need to increase status of women further. Because I was going to say, I was thinking that maybe this tooltip just wasn't updating because of the inability to change a law, although now we can change a law. And so what I was going to do was just to force it to update to allow laws, and then turn that back off, but that wasn't necessary. Turns out it was just a tech restriction. Okay, we have a barracks ready to be, or actually just finishing being built. I think we will go ahead and grab training grounds. That morale of armies is absolutely huge. So that'll be great. What is our actual personal levy size right now? 21k. Okay. That's fine. Oh, their revolt is over. Actually, they're only at 71k, but they're gonna be at about 135k. That's not as strong as they were. I mean, the Byzantine Empire is definitely currently declining. Charity? Yeah, I can do charity. There you go. Once we kick them out of Africa, I think we're going to be not exactly even with the Byzantines, but pretty close. And then I think our next step is probably Iberia, and we're going to stay away from their core territory for a while. They may spread out this direction and to the north. They're free to do that, but I think we'll take Iberia and then target Italy. And once we have Italy and Iberia under our control, this region over here, at that point we're going to fully outclass the Byzantine Empire, even if they spread up to this territory. This territory is nowhere near as powerful. Taking Italy will be a bit complicated, but we'll see. So yeah, for right now, I don't think we're worried at all about the Muhalabid or any of this stuff over here. I mean, this is all Abyssinia here. Muhalabid will be taken over by our vassals in time. So I think we're just focused on the Byzantines right now. However, we can continue to upgrade our castles. This castle is actually surprisingly maxed out for its current tech level anyway. I think we need to spread some tech from our capital province. We lost a friend, but we also don't care. Let's see, let's grab stables first. We do need a new counselor, specifically a marshal. We could put in our King of Africa, but I kind of want to put this guy in. He's both a loyalist and our most qualified. Excellent. Okay, we'll put in a stables over here. Fantastic. So that puts us at still 21k, but we're probably going to be pushing around 24 or 25k once we get these upgrades done, I'm thinking. And of course our retinues are very, very strong. But we just want to stay away from the Byzantine population centers as much as possible while we're fighting them. But we do need a new counselor. This is an advisor, and this is actually a good position for someone like this who has garbage stats, the King of Jerusalem. So we'll just put him in there. Excellent. So that will be completely fine. We're making 103.75 gold every single month now, which is rather extreme. How is the armies of the Byzantines recovering? Quite well, actually. They're about at their cap. So their cap has definitely dropped by about 15k since we took a couple kingdoms from them. That's always nice to see. And we're just going to continue carving them up. I'm not too interested in attempting to inherit the Byzantines. I just want to keep slowly spreading out, because if we inherit the Byzantines, or if we take over the Byzantine Empire title, then we're going to have some massive vassal limit issues as it is right now. So I'm more interested in just taking little bites off of them currently, and at that point, working towards imperial administration, which we are going to need. We are guaranteed to need that, unless we just stop expanding right now and just speed 5 to 1444, which I'm not interested in doing. We've got 244 years, well, 245 years actually, left in this particular game. We are well over halfway at this point. But boy, have we grown. I was looking at the thumbnail earlier, actually it was about 2 days ago, and yeah, I was looking at our starting position down over here in Crusader Kings, and then even before that, I was looking at our Imperator starting point, and I'm like, oh wow, we have grown so much since then. It's insane. Like, we were pretty big in Imperator. We were like this size in Imperator, and that was a lot of provinces. But also, we're so much bigger now. Granted, provinces are generally larger in Crusader Kings. Who are we potentially firing? Everything is fine. But even so, it's quite a thing. And we're going to be importing this, of course, into Europa, so we will conquer the world, possibly in Europa. If we don't conquer the world in Europa, I'm going to be a little disappointed, but also will import to Vicky. If we don't conquer the world in Vicky, well, I don't even know what to say. Like, I'll be real surprised if we make it to Hearts of Iron. But maybe we will. We'll have to see. We should probably spend some gold, although I'm not sure that there's a lot that we can spend gold on right now, other than, like, hospitals. But we don't really have enough to upgrade hospitals, so that's a thing. Yeah, we need tech there. I mean, we could upgrade this hospital, I suppose. And this one a little bit later. That'll be fine. Ah, the crusade is going on over here, of course. And we are... that's a revolt. Okay. Are we actually pushing against them at all? There's a Byzantine holy war. No, we're not pushing against them right now. The Byzantines and the Europeans are. But that's fine. They can do that. So, our truce is going to expire with the Byzantines in 6 years, so we should be prepared to fight them again. Do we need to wait for them to get involved with something like that rebellion? I'm not sure we do, realistically. Their primary troops are going to be so far away. They might hit our European holdings. They might hit our Levantine holdings. It'll be interesting. Interesting indeed. We could switch over to Ruler War Declaration Sovereignty right now. In order to put in Imperial Administration, we need to be absolute rule. So that would mean that we would have to do this, and then also this. How powerful are our factions looking? Not very currently. We may want to... we're 49 right now. We may want to do this now. And see if we can just get this done. It's going to be a little bit spicy with the factionalism. Who is this guy? A random bishop? We don't really care about a favor from him. Charity? Yep, we can do that. There you go. So we're going to want to be able to abolish the council very quickly. Like as soon as we can. In 5 years. Now that did, I think, drop our vassal limit. Yeah, it did. Do we have anybody we can get rid of? And these are just dukes under us. Not really. Okay, how are we looking for factions right now? Not too bad so far. The Khan of Arabia? Oh, he's Khazar. Awkward. Arabia just split into the Muhalabid and Arabia. Okay. Well, I think being 2 over our vassal limit isn't that big of a deal. But one thing we may want to consider doing, we may have to drop our centralization to medium. We're going to have +2 domain size for having the council abolished, right? But we're going to have to see. It's going to be 5 years before we can do that. Yeah, we're not taking too much of a malice when we're only 2 over our vassal limit. That's not bad. So we'll just have to wait 5 years, and then we can push towards imperial administration. In the meantime, of course, we should be trying to consolidate our own power to make ourselves look stronger and less likely to inspire factionalism. That said, I'm not sure there's a lot that we can be working on that front just yet. Okay. Our vassals are pushing our borders. Always good. 10% chance of death. Dying right now would be really bad. 60% chance of no effect. 30% chance of wounded. Boy, I hope we don't die. Okay. Rolled the dice. That was risky. But we appear to be okay. I don't think we even became wounded. Yeah, we're good. Fantastic. Let's see here. We could upgrade to Megaloschemos relatively soon. It'll, of course, cost, what, 1,500? 2,000. We're gaining at 12 per month. Okay. We just don't want to die for about 10 years, ideally. It'd be very, very awkward if we were to die in the next 10 years. While we were consolidating together our power. Don't mind me, I'm just opening my release calendar spreadsheet because I apparently closed that. There we go. Excellent. So we have some of our buildings finishing up over here, so we should definitely be working on these stables. Yeah, we've got more buildings to construct, and so we shall. But right now, what we really need to be doing is projecting strength. And actually, to that end, I really want to put our Marshal training troops. And actually, he was just organizing the army. Which is not what we want him to be doing, for sure. Can we study tech anywhere? Actually, we can. So let's have you study tech in Rome. Which is a little unusual. Our Patriarch is proselytizing in Herrera, and he doesn't need to be. That's been converted. So we'll just put him up over there as well, while we're at it. Excellent. Okay, that still can be upgraded. Tech spread rate. That's real good. We'll grab that. And over here we need an expanded sick house. Okay. Still a few upgrades that we can put in our castles as well. We're currently at a cap of 24k domain troops, which is good. How's our factions looking? Actually super solid. I'm very happy about that. So we're going to need to switch over to absolute rule at some point soon-ish. Now, are we currently... Okay, that's not going to cause us to drop in our vassal limit anymore. So we're okay on that front, I think. Okay. Well, we just need to continue pushing forward at this point. 2650 there. Non-aggression pact with this random mayor. Sure. I'm not planning to attack you. This barracks is going to be finished on 22 January, so in just a couple of days. So I'll just go ahead and chill here. Just a couple more days. There we go. And we'll go ahead and grab Desert Cavalry, I think. Excellent. This training grounds will be finished in just a couple days, so I think we'll grab the stables here next. Fantastic. Okay, we're now stressed, which is unfortunate. It's not great for our health. Hopefully we'll get over it. And I think, as long as we don't die, I think we're going to be okay on our factionalism. We absolutely do need to be projecting strength currently. We could put in an observatory. That'll give us military tech points. Or a medical academy, which would give us everything. I mean, we want both. We can only get one at a time. So I think we're going to save up for the medical academy first. That's slightly better. Excellent. We can put in a court physician, and it'll be this guy, who is missing an eye. That's a great sign in a physician. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure that won't affect his judgment in any way. We can next change a law on 25 August 1205. Okay. So that's going to be a little while yet, another 3 years, before we can do that. And we are going to be able to declare war on the Byzantines on 2 November 1206. So that'll be after that. We'll go ahead and put the King of Africa on our council, not to keep him out of factions. Well, it is to keep him out of factions. He can join factions. But that's going to boost his opinion dramatically. So that'll keep him out of factions in a different way. Charity. Yes. I can help you with that. Fantastic. Stables in Adgarat. Well, we can't quite afford to build the keep here, but we're close. And with that, it is pretty much time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we are going to adopt absolute rule. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.